Sharpen your brain. Read and enjoy. Where are you, Chinku? What are you doing? Almost in a shouting tone burst his mother, walking into the kitchen. Sharpening my pencil, Ma, replied boy sitting in the hall. With which, shouted she. With my sharpener, Ma, said he. At that time Chinku's father Mr. Moresh came from his office. He came to know what was going there. He then said, Chinku, think of sharpening. I will come and ask you some questions after my bath. What, Dad? Said Chinku. You are sharpening your pencil, aren't you? Just think of the word sharpening. I'll ask you something, said Mr. Moresh. Chinku sat thinking. Sharpening means make a point sharp for use, he feels. What's more than it? All right, Dad'll come and ask me. All right. Mr. Moresh came and asked Chiku whether he had thought of sharpening. Chinku replied positively. He said that sharpening is for making a tool useful. Mr. Moresh appreciated his son. Then he told the boy about the history of sharpening. The boy listened to him with attention. The word sharpen comes as a verb from the adjective sharp. It means pointed or possible to cut with. The word sharp is given the suffix n, so sharpen has come into existence. The verb sharpen in the continuous tense is given the suffix ing and thus sharpening has come into usage. It is to be used very carefully. It gives us a deeper meaning when it is used with brain. To sharpen one's brain indicates to make one think deeply. If the knife is blunt, we will have to sharpen it. Similarly, if the brain is blunt, we will have to sharpen it. How? How can we sharpen a blunt brain? Why should we sharpen a blunt brain? A blunt brain can't think reasonably and rationally about a problem. So it is to be sharpened. A sharp brain can think well of a problem and take up a decision in order to get it clear. Then, how can we sharpen our brain? Here are two ways: reading and grasping thoroughly, thinking on the base of knowledge. Reading involves in all kinds of studying. It means deep studying, careful studying and repeated studying. The matter, once studied, should not be forgotten. For this, remembering the matter is a must, but it may be a hard nut. On the basis of the acquired knowledge, we have to give our brain to the problem for the solution. Sometimes it seems above hand for us to think in a correct way. Then it is better to welcome the suggestion of an expert regarding the problem. We should not feel proud or shy while learning anything from others. It is to be in memory that we have to keep up our mind even at the face of ordeals. An English saw tells us that life is not to be proud of but to be yielding to circumstances. So we need not feel shy of sharpening our brain by the advice of an expert. To deal with life and its course, what one needs is a sharp brain, as mentioned by Dr. Sarvepalli Radhakrishnan. A sharp brain, of course, is a gift, but it can be achieved by a strenuous practice of reading and thinking. Listening to the speeches of great personalities helps us in sharpening our brain. One thing we have to notice here, that is power of memory. It is highly essential and it is possible only when we take up what is necessary and elbow out what is not. Please don't deal in all. Deal in what is for you.
Listening to his father, Chinku felt highly elated. They went for dinner at mother's call.